Hi, it's me, Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker and author, and welcome to the September issue of Catch Your Coach, Catch the Coach even, which is our newsletter, our video, our one-person show for fulfillment in your life, in your career, in your relationships, monthly, brought to you by me. And you know, it's September, and September is synonymous with so many things. It's a change of season. It evokes a change in terms of temperature, in terms of the daylight. It's a change. It means for so many things to so many different people. It's about going back to school, going back to work. It's going back to business. It may well be a change of school, change of career, change of business. And I first of all want to say, I hope that you had a good summer. I know it's been a challenging year for many, many people, but I also know I just want to say all the best to those of you who are starting new work. There's changes going on perhaps in your business, those of you going to new studies, and also for those of you welcoming new life. So this season is a really rich season. It's the season that is also linked to harvesting and a great deal of productivity in business. It's often the quarter in the year where the most business needs to be done toward the end of the year in terms of the sales. It tends to relate to being sure that we've got the things in place to be able to see ourselves through the winter ahead. It is symbolic in so many, many ways. And so my theme for this issue, and there's more in the electronic version in the that you can get emailed to you, which you can get via my website rosaru.com. But I wanted to really home in here today on three really important themes, which are about planning, which are about pace, and which is about play. Plan, play, and pace, and I'm going to go through them and share tips about how you can utilize them for this particular season. The first one is about planning, and planning is about action planning. The mind, I often say, needs a plan. The mind wants a plan. The mind needs to know where you're going. The plan is not the whole deal at all, but it's about plan. So in the same way that you might have your timetable for when you're at school, you need your diary, you need to know, whether it's online, in person, your schedule, what is it, and your actual strategy, what is it you're trying to achieve? And many of you are going to need that if you're starting new jobs, new careers, and so on. Your timetable, your plan, your working schedule, your home schedule. For those of you where there's new birth and new family member, you're going to probably need a whole new schedule, and that schedule is probably going to change and be reshaped. If you're starting a new job also, those of you who've got kids, you know only too well that the timetable and the planning and the preparation is really, really important. But it's an action plan. It's a plan that should be reviewed. It should be fine-tuned. It's about putting in the steps to go hand in hand with the plan. So that's the first thing, the plan. The plan, it's important that we revisit because the terrain changes, the game changes, the environment is changing. We're learning new information all the time. So it's not a static document. Those of you who've read my Soul Trader book know about the 2-page business plan in there, and always talking about reviewing it. And those of you who come along to come along to virtually now, the Soul Trader webinar that we run monthly, we talk about that, not just the 2-page business plan, but crucially the weekly review, checking in, fine-tuning, shifting, changing, because things are going to shift along the way. So that's tip number one, is about the plan, which is an action plan. Tip number two is about pace. Pace is incredibly important. What's the pace that you need to go at in order to achieve what you're going to achieve? The chances are that you're all going to have different kind of pace. You're going to work in different environments, the pace of your organization, your field, your industry. But also the pace that you are perhaps in your life, in your own circumstances, your own well-being, who it is that you are, how you work best. Is really, really important. The pacing, knowing what times of the day you're at your best, how to get the best out of yourself, how to, the energy that's going to be required for the different pieces of work that it is that you can be doing. It's so important to get to know yourself. And it's really important to pause, to breathe, to know when to slow down, to know when to take breaks, to know when to pick up the pace. This is very, 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 very important. It's so important. It's important for you. It's important for the people that you're working with, and it's going to need to probably shift depending on the person that you're working with. So I tend to go often at quite a lot of a pace, but I might be working with other people that sometimes I'm going to need to slow that pace down, or to get them to slow their pace down. And it's really important, this thing about pace, because this chunk of the year, this quarter, is often the one which is synonymous with productivity outcomes. For many people in business, this year is really important to, this quarter of the year is the one in which there needs to be so many the biggest yields in terms of financially productivity, and so on. So it's about being very, very canny. You're going to need to have the energy to last for the rest of the year. And given that the year that it's been with things like COVID-19 and so on, for many of you, it might well be picking up on so many of the opportunities that may have been had to be postponed before. So it's going to require real care. To know when to pause, when to breathe, when to slow down, but when to pick it up, when to be proactive. Also all part of pace. Finally, play. Play is really, really important here. It's important in terms of fun. It's important in terms of time out. It's important to remember to smile, to laugh. It's important knowing that things aren't always that serious. And in fact, but also when things get serious, sometimes a light touch can be the thing that can be very, very powerful and profound and powerful. But it's also knowing about how to get the best out of people. Laughter, smiles, appreciation, joy. Finding the fun in what you do, helping other people find the fun in what they do. Today I'm going to be running a leadership course, and tomorrow I'm doing the launch of a leadership program which I'm involved in all year round. And sure, whilst the planning is going to be very, very important and the pace is very, very important, one of the things that is really, really important is to help them to find their own heart, their own magic, their own play, their own laughter, their own way of being very, very creative. And that's an important element about it, that we need to be very, very creative because things are going to change. So this thing about play is about making it fun for you. It's about engaging your audience, your customers, your staff, and so on. It's about being innovative. It's about being creative. It's about trying things out. It's about experimenting. It's about shifting things around to see what works and what doesn't, because things will be constantly changing. So play. So those are my three themes. Plan, which remember is an action plan. It's about pace, knowing when to shift it, pause, when to take breaks, to stop, slow down. And it's also about knowing when to get help and what kind of help you need. Pace and play, creativity, fun. So those are the three main themes I wanted to share with you. Just to add a few other things that might well be useful for you. If you're wanting to get the electronic version of this, the email version of this, you can just go to my website, rosario.com, and in the free stuff or free resources area, you can sign up to the newsletter. So that's that. There's all sorts of other resources that are available on the website, on the YouTube channel as well, all sorts of stuff to help you on this journey. And just to mention a couple of events as well. So remember, I run monthly my Networking for Success event, which could be really useful for you if you're wanting to get networking again in person, but also virtually, and how to leverage your network. That's run on the 16th of September, as is my Soul Trader workshop. They're hour-long online webinars, online events to help you, Networking for Success, to help you network, leverage your network, and so on. Soul Trader is for you if you're starting or growing your own business. So they're being run on the 16th of September. Soul Trader is from 10 to 11 a.m. Networking for Success is from 2 to 3 p.m. and they run again on the 18th of October. I'm going to put a link below here, and you can see the details also on the British Library website. These events are run in proud partnership with the British Library's Business and IP Centre. Those of you who are starting your own business, please, please, please do check out British Library's website. You'll find out details of all sorts of events, tools, one-to-ones, and webinars and things to help you with everything from marketing to researching your business, to protecting your business ideas. Pretty much all of the things that you need: finance, numbers, investment, raising finance for your business, heaps of information. There's also a Startup Stars event that we're running later on this month. You'll see all the details on their website to give you inspiration in terms of you're starting your business. There's also a program for Innovating for Growth. If you've got a business and it's been running for a while, you're looking to scale it up in terms of staffing, in terms of its profitability. So if you go onto the British Library's website and look for the Business and IP Centre, you'll see all of the details there. So there's lots and lots of stuff. And remember, you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on my Facebook page, on my official Facebook page. There's a Soul Trader Facebook page and so on. Also, just want to also mention to you, there's also a number of Coach Yourself products. There's the Soul Trader Coach Yourself course, and this will become who you are, coach yourself course, because I'm very mindful at this time of the year when we're wanting to be productive and we're wanting to plan and prepare and so on, often we need tools to help us. So the Become Who You Are course, video course, and the Soul Trader course, you can get them on my website, and they will help you, and they're very, very low cost. And I've developed them to help you coach yourself, and they're ideal for you if you're a self-starter. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this month. There's more in the newsletter, so do sign up for that. There's more across my social media, so I hope to see you there. And I just want to wish you all the best as you plan and take the action, as you have that play, and crucially remember to know when to shift the pace. Take good care. All the best. Lots of love from me, Rasheed. Take good care. Bye-bye.